You are getting a look at the brand new Thunder set. We've got renovations going on with all of our shows, but there is no more extreme makeover than what we've got here with WCW Thunder. We're going to kick it off in the ring tonight with our WCW television champion, The Miz. Miz, who won the title during the Great American Bash Tour, defeating Otis. And his opponent is going to be the WCW debuting main event Jey Uso. If you are tuning in for the first time, or if maybe it's been a while since you've checked out the Open Mic Universe, we'll get to the details as to why Jey is now here in WCW. His brother causing all kinds of havoc over on Raw and SmackDown. And Miz not wasting any time, getting in some shots before this one officially underway. And it's The Miz. Do we expect anything less from him? Always looking to try to get any slight advantage that he can. And there's no rule in the rule book that he's not going to try to bend in his favor. Like we said, Jey now in WCW. The reason for that, he was the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We've got a rule here that in year 3 that we've changed how the Money in the Bank cash-ins go. The briefcase holder does have the ability to cash in on their own brand or a champion on the opposite brand. Our Mr. Money in the Bank was Ricochet. He was in the WCW. He cashed in on Jey and the WWE World Heavyweight title. And because Jey lost, he replaces Ricochet on the WCW roster. And he's kicking off his WCW tenure with a big win against a champion, even though that champion is The Miz. Next, we've got Sonya Deville, former Miss Money in the Bank at one time, and probably more important for her, one-time WCW Women's Champion. She will be taking on Rhea Ripley. Rhea, a 2-time WCW Women's Champion. And here over the last couple of months, we've kind of seen a little bit of a change in attitude in Rhea. And the fans have noticed. The fans have started to get behind her. I think maybe, is it because of what Rhea's been doing? Or could it be who the champion is here in WCW and how much the fan base hates not only Raquel Rodriguez, but the LWO as a whole? She wants to get back in that title picture. She had a couple opportunities over the last couple months since losing that belt to Raquel. But as far as the Great American Bash Tour, the 12-city tour, other than being in a number 1 contenders match, the story of the WCW Women's title when it comes to the Great American Bash, it really comes down to Charlotte, Raquel, and even Lyra Valkyria, who won a free agent gauntlet match, got a shot and an opportunity to not only main event a show, but also get a shot at the WCW Women's Championship. Rhea here, though, getting a victory. She has turned the page. We are in a new era here in our universe. SummerSlam coming up. She picks up a big victory here on Thunder. Now we've got Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, who over the course of the Bash Tour had some opportunities. He won a number 1 contender opportunity and shot at the WCW Cruiserweight title. Was unsuccessful in that pursuit, but did have a great opportunity. Won a big match and was able to at least get a shot, get an opportunity. And we got Austin Theory. Probably Theory's most notable accomplishment, if you want to call it that, during the tour was his A-Town Open Challenge at the Atlanta show. Unfortunately for him, the man that answered that challenge, also a son of Atlanta, Cody Rhodes. Cody embarrassed Austin Theory in their hometown, much to the delight of the fans there in Atlanta. Dragon Lee almost able to get a 3 count there. But Theory's another one. He's looking to kind of maybe pivot and get his career to go in a more upward trajectory. Gets a win here against Dragon Lee, and that's not a small thing. That's a big victory for Theory. And we will see where Austin Theory goes from here. Tag team action, The New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, former WCW Tag Team Champions. They will be taking on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the OC. Also former WCW Tag Champs on multiple occasions. If you missed Nitro this week, it was announced that the WCW Tag Team Championships will be on the line at SummerSlam. The New Day taking on the champs, the Motor City Machine Guns. This one actually a rematch from the Great American Bash Memphis when that match ended in a double countout. But you're going to see a lot of these tag teams. The tag team division here in WCW is stacked. And when that is the case, every team is really trying to do all they can to better position themselves, potentially getting a shot at those tag titles. We saw on Nitro that the Viking Raiders defeated the Street Profits. On any given night, any team has the ability to defeat any other team on the roster. Here it's the New Day victorious over the OC. They prepare for another shot at the Guns coming up at SummerSlam. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley coming out with a show of respect to their opponents for SummerSlam. I guess maybe with the renovations, maybe we need to spring for some better stage lighting. All right, it's time for the main event. We're going to see the WCW United States Champion and maybe the most dominant superstar on the WCW roster right now. Drew McIntyre has been on a roll. He's going to meet up here tonight with the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ, who for months has been dealing with not only Despicable Ray, but the entire LWO. Our former 4-time WCW World Champ. LA Knight. No idea what he is doing here. Looks like maybe he wants to get a front row seat for this one. Knight, who joined WCW courtesy of our last draft, And he ended his time in WWE, first winning the Men's Royal Rumble and then winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. He would lose that title to Roman Reigns at Backlash on the eve of the draft. And that saw him get drafted over here to WCW. And LA Knight's got a taste of success. He's had a taste of the main event. And now that he's in WCW, he's trying to kind of navigate things. And these are two guys that definitely have been mainstays and fixtures in the main event. LA Knight's seen enough. And he attacks Drew McIntyre. And that actually is going to cost AJ the match, as AJ will, even though he had nothing to do with the outside interference, McIntyre with the win via disqualification. If LA Knight is out here on a hunt, he is definitely not picking easy prey in going after Drew McIntyre. But sometimes they say you got to pick the biggest, nastiest dog in the yard to try to make a statement. And I definitely think that LA Knight has made a statement here. Now the question is, what are the ramifications of that statement going to be?